It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another live edition of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music and entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. So much has been going on this weekend. It's been stacked. It's been a lot going on. Diss records, a lot of allegations circulating throughout the industry. Of course, we know Drake dropped yesterday afternoon his new record. Push Ups, aka Drop and Give Me 50, was aimed at Kendrick, Lamar, Future, Metro Boomin, Rick Ross, Weeknd. Some even feel like Travis Scott might have caught a stray in there or something like that. It was a lot. Just when we had really got the conversation going with that, a couple hours later, Rick Ross put his bid in with a response to Drake called Maybach, Champagne Moments, excuse me. And in the song, you know, he had some bars going back at Drake. Some people really thought that the diss was good. I thought it was pretty mid. I felt like it needed a little bit more lemon pepper seasoning to it. It was unmixed, unmastered. Some people liked the instrumental. I wasn't that big on the beat either. But at the end of the song, he had some scathing words for Drake, basically accusing him of being a white boy, getting surgery on his nose to not look like a black man, and also calls him into question of getting them six-pack abs, BBL poppy, and now the six-pack is gone, right? Similar to how Kanye went and got lipo, I think, years ago or something like that. They said he had got BBL as well and gained his weight back. Same shit. They might have went to the same doctor for all I fucking know, man. It's crazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We've got Miss Ashlyn, we got Tatiana, we got Aaliyah here, Alicia. I appreciate all y'all. Be hot, what's good, what's good? You know, it's a lot going on. We talked at length last night about this whole nose job situation. And today the conversation has continued because not only has Drake addressed it, but Rick Ross is still going at Drake today as well. All right. Now let me pull up my mother effing bookmarks so that I can pull up what these guys are saying. Cause shit is out of control right now. It's so much information, so much stuff going on. I don't even really know where the hell to start, but we're gonna start somewhere at some point. You feel me? Now again, Drake woke up talking to his mama. So I guess we'll start there. Champagne Poppy, BBL Poppy started the day talking to his mama and posting it on Instagram stories. So he posts a text conversation. His mom says, "Obs, the internet is saying you got a nose job. You look the same to me in the kitchen today. I can't believe you would get one without me, because you know I always wanted one. Don't tell me that you got tattoos without me, and now this too." So apparently, Drake mama wanted to get yadded, and he got all these tattoos without her. Or it could just be a load of horse shit. Drake replies, crying emojis, "I would have got us a 2-for-1 deal if I went, ma. It's coming from Rick Ross, the guy I did songs with. He's gone loopy off the Mounjaro. He hasn't eaten in days and it's turned him angry and racist. He's performing at proms for money. It's bad. Don't worry. We'll handle it." So here we are. We got Drake calling Rick Ross racist. Ain't that about a bitch? So this conversation went from rap, beef, rap skill, bar for bar. We went from a situation of debating on would Rick Ross be as big of an artist today without the hits that he got with Drake, to now we got Drake saying, "You questioning me, this sounds racist. You're discrediting the blackness in my body from my father's side of the family. You saying I'm just 100% white boy." And that's what Ross identified him as throughout the entire diss record. He kept calling him white boy. Said that he likes to wear Dockers with no drawers on. Shit is crazy, right? And if it would have ended there, I think that would have been enough, right? But like I said, Rick Ross has continued. He's still coming out, as a matter of fact. So let me see if I got the Ross shit in here. The racist comment was lame, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I do take issue with people calling biracial people white. I don't think that shit is okay. If you're black, you're black. If you're mixed, you still have enough black in you to be black, in my personal opinion. Some people may not agree with that, but I'm not one of these people that try to take people's blackness away from them. But I'm here for the jokes. The jokes are cool. So let me get to what Ross said in his response to this, because I thought this shit was pretty funny myself. Well, number one, Ross was seen wearing a Drake. He was wearing Drake's face last night at a show. Let's go ahead and start there. Let me share my screen with y'all real quick so y'all can see these photos of Ross wearing Drake's face last night. So we got Champagne Poppy on the hoodie. We see Ross smoking a Champagne Poppy pack here. We have a clearer view. This was him on stage last night performing. And this is the zoomed in version. Showing the diamonds and stuff, of course, Rich forever. Renzel. So we got that. And then Ross had a few more words. All right, bet. Here we go.
Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. You wanted to hang at the park with the niggas, smoke weed with the niggas while we washed our old school Chevys. White boy, you got a Chevy, white boy? I doubt it. But anyway, big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece. Stop. We know what time it is. That shit costs 40 bands. Stop. But tell your mama, well, in Miami, we say old girl. Tell your old girl she a beautiful lady. I told you that before, and I meant that. But you tell your mama, white boy, you stayed out at the park too late. And you can't call her when you get in this shit. This shit too deep to call your mama, white boy.
I'm going to play that shit one more time, man. I want y'all to really hear what the fuck this nigga's saying. And yes, we know Megan called him out about the same scars and posted in the hood like a bad bitch. We definitely know that. We didn't miss that.
Oh, it's such a beautiful day. Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. You wanted to hang at the park with the niggas, smoke weed with the niggas while we washed our old school Chevys. White boy, you got a Chevy, white boy? I doubt it. But anyway, big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece. Stop. We know what time it is. That shit costs 40 bands. Stop. But tell your mama, well, in Miami, we say old girl. Tell your old girl she a beautiful lady. I told you that before, and I meant that. But you tell your mama, white boy, you stayed out at the park too late. And you can't call her when you get in this shit. This shit too deep to call your mama, white boy.
All right. So that's Ross the first time. He didn't stop with just that, though. He comes back again with some more shit.
Back to the luxuries of life. I might write a song today called Who Knows? Who knows? One thing about, I'm going to say this. You niggas with them BBLs, you niggas, I'm speaking specifically to you niggas with BBLs. If you got a fake body, you got a fake mind, nigga. Leave that shit to them cute bitches walking around in YSL heels. Not you bitch niggas in OVO. The pastrami posse. Back to the
Niggas call
luxuries
these
of
niggas the
life.
pastrami posse. He's called these niggas the pastrami posse. What the fuck going on, man? What's up, Rosalinda? What's going on? People don't like to give Meg credit for whatever reason, but she set the tone. Nah, we definitely give Meg the credit, but Meg is not in this battle. I think y'all are trying to insert her in like y'all want Drake to respond to her or something. I don't want to hear Drake go at Megan no more. He said her name the first time. That shit was lame, right? She shitted on him, and rightfully so. We heard that on his. It was a fire diss. We definitely give her credit for outing the BBL part, but I don't want to see no back and forth between Meg Thee Stallion and Drake. I don't want him to spend time on that, because if the minute he says something that's out of line, everybody's gonna completely write off his career. It's not even worth the risk, to be honest. But we definitely give her credit for putting that out there. I'm perfectly fine with Megan going back and forth with Nicki. That's her battle. Right? Ross is not gonna have the last word though. He's gonna have fun with it. He's gonna have a great time. Let's be honest. They're gonna have a great time. But I don't see Ross having the last word on this beef, because he's not even the most important competitor. Right? I did see something about the boobs. I did see something about that too. Where is that? Let me see if I can pull that up. I definitely saw that as well. Where is that Banksy guy at? That works with Kevin Durant and them. Man. Because he definitely posted this earlier. Y'all give me a second here while I'm pulling this shit up. These people tweet a lot, so it's a lot to go through. Okay, I got it. Share my screen on that. So Drake posted this photo had been going around anyway. Put on a shirt, nigga, with Rick Ross. Somebody said empowering. So Ross take his shirt off. Is put on a shirt, nigga. When Drake take his off, and you definitely see that's not a natural six pack. We're gonna be all the way real. That's definitely not. That's not no Arnold Schwarzenegger six pack. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna look at that too long, but we gonna be honest about that shit. You definitely got them 300 abs, my nigga. But he says, rich forever. Put the milkers away, big boy. Right? But again, Ross ain't even the most important competitor here. We got Future still in there that's gonna go back and forth. Not to mention, with Future, I thought it was interesting. I overlooked the line where he said, where Drake said, be lucky if your baby mama don't kiss and tell. That was a shot at Future. I didn't catch it yesterday, but Sierra has a song called Kiss and Tell. So we know that Sierra is one of Future's baby mamas. So I think he's alluding to the fact that he may be able to get a little info out of her about him. I did see Daylight's tweets with Ichiban Don talking about I saw that they were deleted as well. His producer, Kendrick's producer, Ichiban Don, basically said he had checked his email or his text, and he had a response record from K-Dot. The tweet has been deleted after Daylight came out and said, ain't you the one that also produced Rigor Mortis? Which is one of Kendrick's songs. So there is remnants of a Kendrick Lamar diss. Sounds like it's been signed, sealed, and delivered, but of course we don't have it yet. As soon as we get it, I will be going live to talk to y'all about that. Also, y'all know how we do over here. You say he's striking a Vogue pose. You know, but hold on. Why did the ladies with surgery? Hey, everybody is fair game at this point, it seems. That's the only way that I could say it. So I did take note of that. I also overlooked Drake's line yesterday where he said, "I be with some bodyguards like Whitney." Completely flew over my head that Kendrick's wife is named Whitney. And he's alluding to the fact that Whitney, Kendrick's wife, might be sleeping with his bodyguard. I don't know where he received that type of information. Drake is a slick nigga. And anytime he could put any sort of doubt into the public eye, shit gets a little tricky. So these are just a few things that I missed yesterday. You know, it was so much going on, so much conversation. You know, Tamara, I don't know where the distinction between biracial and black came in my personal life. I'm gonna be honest. Why is it that we say Drake is biracial but J. Cole is black when they have the same scenario? They just have different tone of skin. This is where I get a little bit perturbed. I'm gonna be honest with certain narratives that get put out there. I just don't get it. I respect y'all's opinion on that stuff, but the bodyguard thing I didn't catch on to yesterday. So there's that. Outside of the Rick Ross and Drake debate and their back and forth, because there's really not a lot to go off of. They both did a little something. But Purple, when you say there is no distinction, what do you mean by that? That's my thing about choosing who's black. Like in my upbringing, I never called somebody that had a white mom. I know I had people that in my circle that had white moms. They look damn near just like me. And I ain't got no white folks in none of my family tree. So I've never placed the distinction on somebody like that just because, you know what I mean? I'm not even talking about the battle necessarily. I'm just talking about, because like the battle is one thing. But then when we talk about this stuff, I get confused, you know, because we take these ideologies into the real world and the shit kind of throws me off. Personally. J. Cole is American, so he knows the black struggle. Drake is Canadian. Why do y'all act like Canada is like over where Europe is at? It's literally like a 3-hour drive. For some people, even less. So I mean, I'm not purporting myself to be like this uber intelligent person, like I'm some fucking pseudo intellectual, but certain stuff just, I don't catch on to the ideology of it. Not that we're here for a fucking lesson. This is rap. Let's stick to the bars. Race should not be in this conversation. But race became a part of the conversation. Now that we got Rick Ross calling Drake a white boy, and that's now going to be a part of the narrative, it's also going to be part of talking points. Let's be honest. If I go and get my hair cut tomorrow in a barber shop, you could bet niggas is going to be calling Drake a white boy. So race is definitely introduced. You say Cole get more credit because he's been vocal on certain issues while Drake is silent musically on stuff. People hold that against Drake, in my opinion. It gets spun for jokes. I understand all of these things, but, you know, just don't get it. It says, Xenia World says, Cole typically rolls solo, but he's surrounded by black people when he's not. Drake grew up around and stays around white people. His blackness seems performative. Who's white in Drake's circle? Because everybody I've seen, with the exception of 40, is black. So who is white in Drake's circle? And the other niggas that are in his circle that are non-black are typically Middle Eastern or come from Lebanese, Canadian background. I guess y'all would consider them white. I don't either. But again, that's just some extra shit. Just some extra shit though. You know? But outside of that, because I wasn't trying to have a whole racial studies college course in here, no shit like that. There's other things on the docket. So we also going to talk about the alleged ghostwriter for Kendrick Lamar. Some people are trying to say that this is fake. Some people are wondering if it's real. I'm just going to play it because there is a alleged demo of Kendrick Lamar's N95 that is out there that was done by this artist, the name CJ Francis IV. I don't know who CJ Francis is, but apparently he's an associate of Quentin Miller. They have numerous songs together. We already know that Quentin Miller was an industry ghostwriter until he got outed, and OVO, Dream Chasers, and everybody isolated him and exiled him from the music industry. Dream Chasers jumped him at a shoe store or some shit. So let's just see. Let's play this little sample of N95 and see what y'all think of this shit.
World outside, take off your idols' heads, that's what I had to do. You already know being idols, what happened to you. Take off the sand tray, pay for a day or two. Take off the front flat, take off the suction, take off the clock. Hey.
I'm gonna play it one more time. If y'all remember N95 by Kendrick Lamar, there's a couple lines in here that they sound pretty familiar, if I must say so myself. I'm gonna play it again. This could be fake, this could be some cap. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Remember, in Kendrick's version, he says, take off your idols, take off the false flag, take off the whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play it once again.
World outside, take off your idols' heads, that's what I had to do. You already know being idols, what happened to you. Take off the sand tray, pay for a day or two. Take off the front flat, take off the suction, take off the clock. Hey.
Y'all are in here telling me it's old. That's great that you've heard it. There's a whole section within the world in hip hop that has not heard it. But salute to y'all for being the first, you know what I mean, the first responders to the scene. I appreciate it. But who debunked it? Who put out the information that it was debunked? Because I haven't seen anybody from TDE. I haven't seen nobody from PG Lane come out and address it. So who debunked it? Other people on the internet? I said alleged, by the way, because I'm not putting that on Kendrick's badge. If he has a ghostwriter, we're going to have a whole different conversation in here. I'm just saying this is the information that people are putting out. If y'all don't like the information, blame them niggas. I'm just talking about it because it surfaced. I don't live on Reddit. So y'all might have seen it on there first. Right? But again, this CJ Francis guy is an associate and frequent collaborator with Quentin Miller. And we already know the Quentin Miller story. So I would love to know where this information was debunked. For those in here that say, yeah, it's not the same. But typically, all right. Let's get into how songs are made in a lot of different scenarios, right? Some artists go in the booth or go in the studio, they write their shit on the spot. Everything word for word is what they do, right? We've had Eminem come out and say when they worked together, him and Kendrick, he made sure that they made their song on the spot. He watched him write his verse bar for bar. He went in a fucking recording booth, laid the shit down. He said he's certified, right? You have some artists that come to the studio, song pre-written, already got their beat picked out. And all you really know when they get to the studio is that it's pre-written. You don't know who pre-wrote it. I'm going to tell y'all, behind the scenes, man, when I get off live today, I'm going to ghostwrite some shit for somebody. Just being perfectly honest with y'all. He's going to go to the booth with my pre-written song, with his beat that he picked out, and he going to rap my shit bar for bar that he's going to practice for probably 2-3 days before he go to the studio. Right? So That's all I'm saying. I'm not putting it past nobody. If the nigga got a ghostwriter, it's gonna make me look at his whole collection. It's much different because he the one that said, "But a rapper with a ghostwriter." What the fuck happened? Please believe if it were revealed that this was what it was, I would be talking much differently right now. But I'm just saying, this is one of the stories. This is one of the side quests that has come out with this battle. And some people may have heard about this prior. But again, there's a lot of people that are hearing this for the first time between yesterday and today. So we're talking about it. Right? Then you got some niggas that go in the motherfucking studio and they punch in 80 times. So you know ain't no pen and pad in front of them. They coming up with the shit as they hear the beat. They might lay some bullshit down, delete it, something cool, they like it, keep it. All right, let me get to the next part. That's what Wayne does. Cooley, y'all act like y'all deaf or something. I don't know how long you been in here. Say why now all of a sudden he has a ghostwriter, stop the cap. I'm just reporting on what people are already saying. I don't believe Kendrick has a ghostwriter. It would make my perception of his music change. But what we do here is we talk about the stories that are out there. Now, Cal G, you say there's a link. I'm going to check and see if you posted a link in here. And we could check that out. I don't even know if the chat allows you to put links in this motherfucker, to be honest. I don't see no link, Kyle. Because I open it while we on here. You ain't missed too much, Noel. We just talking. For whatever reason, I don't see the link that you was talking about. I don't know. You might want to try again or something, but they might be blocking your link. But that's what people are saying. People are saying that they're trying to insert some level of doubt. This could have been released by, or revamped, I'll say, because y'all say y'all heard it before. This could be something that's being revamped by Team OVO to plant doubt in people's heads. I don't know. Right? I'm just saying that's what's going on right now. You feel me? Thank you. I was trying to find it. Try again or DM him. I'm trying to see if he's going to be able to put it in here. I would love to see what else he got. And we could go through it right now. Yeah, it's just a snippet. It's like 10, it's a 10-second snippet that's out there. I'll play it again for anybody who didn't hear it just a few minutes ago. I definitely didn't record the shit, so don't be mad at me.
Real world outside, take off your idols' heads, that's what I had to do. You already know being idols, what happened to you. Take off the Sanskrit, pay for a day or two. Take off the front flat, take off the suction, take off the clock. Hey.
So that's what's out there. But I do, okay, in this instant, right? I do want to ask the chat a question, because in the liner notes of this record, Baby Keem co-wrote on this song. So let's say if Baby Keem wrote some of Kendrick Lamar's raps, does that make y'all look at him any differently? Because he's in the notes for writing on this record. Hold on, that's a question. Let me see what this question says. Is ghostwriting actually writing lyrics, or is it people throwing around ideas around the concept? It's actually any combination of those two things you just said. There's some people where they want you to completely write the song for them. They're going to go practice it. They're going to lay it down. There's some people, like, let's use Kanye as an example. Kanye likes to have a powwow in the studio with multiple different people, creative minds. They got a track going, or they may be making a track on the spot. Everybody's giving their ideas, right? They putting in. And Kanye may take idea from Ty Dolla $ign. He may take an idea from Sci-Hi the Prince. He may take an idea from Pusha T. He might take an idea from Consequence. All of these people put things on the table. He may even manipulate the lines and construct an entire verse using their ideas, but not exactly how they said it. And then next thing you know, they're considered ghostwriters. So the ghostwriter conversation is not as cut and dry as people would like to think. And then where's the distinction between a songwriter and a ghostwriter when most of us perceive these artists as one-man wrecking crews? Like they just go in and come up with everything off the top of their head. Like, where do we make the distinction between people who receive help and people who don't? Right. But concept building legally can be a problem. Because if I take a concept that you put down or give me, and I turn that into a hit record, and we don't put no paperwork down to say you're not entitled to anything, you could come back at a later time and try to sue me and say, hey, I gave him the concept of this record. I was in the studio on this day. I put this down, blah, blah, blah. I said this in the studio. And then depending on how a judge can view it, you might win. You might lose, but it's always a possibility you might win and be entitled to some form of compensation or settle out of court. It's a lot of different ways that this type of stuff can go. Yes, we understand. I'm not saying Kendrick Lamar and Drake are in the same position, by the way. I'm just wondering where we draw the distinction as fans. Because what's cool for one person seems not to be cool for other people in certain conversations. That's all I'm saying. Right. That's exactly why I'm asking the question. Like, where do we draw the distinction as fans? Kyle G, let me see what this link is you're talking about. Let me scroll up. I think YouTube is blocking your links, homie. You could DM me on Instagram or Twitter at Real J Nolan, though, if you got the link, and I'll open it up. But I think YouTube is blocking your links. Legally and streetwise, it's seen differently. Drake seems to have ghostwriters versus others use concept building. Very interesting. How do we know that, though? Because we haven't heard the reference tracks from other people in the industry? I don't know. And I'm asking these questions because I actually work in music and I see this shit happening. And then when I see things play out in the public eye, I see, like, I've already seen behind the veil curtain, I guess you could say. I already have an inside view of, like, how this shit goes on. But the way the public perceives things changes. Yasmin says, I don't like Drake, but I love Kendrick and Cole, but I feel the same way about any of them using ghostwriters, collaborators, etc. If the song is good, I literally do not care. That's kind of where I've gotten to a point with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially since over the last couple years, I've been basically a hired gun for some people. as far as putting lyrics together, definitely changed my perspective of things. Baby Doll Forever says, do we really know the truth anymore? As fans, we shouldn't be lied to, but we are. Max says, this is a really good conversation. Personally, I think that most artists have teams where they share ideas. That said, artists like Kendrick have a certain signature that cannot be imitated. Yeah, I believe, I'll put it to you like this. Just about every artist in their early days probably wrote 100% of their raps. If you want to go back to like Kendrick Lamar, Overly Dedicated, you want to go back to the Kendrick Lamar EP, I don't think they had that many, they didn't have access to enough people to get in there and help him construct ideas, right? Unless you're talking about like Schoolboy Q or Ab Soul being like, oh, maybe you should say it like that. But they didn't have access. So I think back then, nobody was involved. Same thing I would say for Drake. I would say back in 2005, 2006, when he was coming up with Room for Improvement and all those other projects, those mixtapes, I don't think he was getting help. I think every artist from that time period, when they first put out their songs, they have a certain skill set. They have a certain style that they come in with. But Sci-Hi the Prince said it best. When you get into the industry and you start competing with the industry at large, and you go to see bigger pop artists or R&B artists and they got all this help, it's like, man, at this point, we're a corporation. Do I keep running my corporation like it's a sole proprietorship or a one-man LLC, or do I start functioning like a corporation? These are just questions that I want to kind of give y'all, because again, you'd be surprised. You say Drake day one has had writers. Where's your proof? Drake's early work ain't trash. His first album I wasn't crazy about, but his mixtape work was actually better than his albums, if we keeping it a buck. But these are conversations I have because I don't give a fuck no more. I'm not biased. I like, if I put Kendrick's discography side by side with Drake, I'm gonna choose Kendrick Lamar's catalog every time. But that don't mean I don't like Drake. That don't mean I can't listen to a Drake song and acknowledge that there's fire in it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm asking y'all these questions, because I just be like, it's interesting to see everybody's different perspectives on these things. Eazy-E never, I don't even know if Eazy-E wrote his signature on his contract. Eazy-E didn't write a motherfucking thing. I don't know if he even wrote his signature. Drake clearly needed to get someone to respond to K-Dot, and that's lame. Where do we have proof of Drake getting somebody's help to respond to Kendrick? Let me see if Kyle reached out to me on any of the platforms I said he could reach out to me. Okay, I don't see nothing on Twitter. Let me check Instagram. Nope. Just saying, man, it's an interesting conversation. And like I said, when you actually have a peek behind the wall, it changes the entire game. Kenny Mack says, hold on. Drake is a fake Fonte. Do your homework, kids. Tell me the last song Drake rapped like Fonte on. Because I'm quite sure it was over 10 years ago. I'm not making allegations on anybody, to be honest. I didn't make the goddamn reference track. I'm not CJ Francis. That ain't my name. I didn't put that out there. Log on to Twitter and put Kendrick Ghostwriter in the search bar. You'll see how many people are talking about it today. I didn't make none of this up. Jason says, I like Drake also, but ever since he's been exposed, he doesn't claim the best lyricist any longer. Hey, man. You know, when did Drake ever claim to be the best lyricist? If you really break down his lyrics, he's always said he's the top rapper. He still remained the top rapper. I don't think he got a lot of bars about being the best lyricist in hip hop. If we go back through his career. Now, you're absolutely right. I didn't put Eazy-E in the conversation, by the way. His initial response, what are you talking about? So him going on stage and putting on a show for his crowd shows that he's not writing? Because he said, there's not a nigga in rap that's fucking with me, and then he went behind and made a song? Like, I understand. Clearly you hate Drake. Clearly it's all in the text here. It's oozing out. It's like a gusher. It's oozing out that you hate Drake. But I'm not receiving any proof that somebody wrote his diss record. Now I understand, DS. I get it. David says it's like sports. If a guy is using something to help the performance and are found out the history of that person. Okay, so I'm guessing you're talking about like Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, niggas like that who are exposed to have PEDs, and you basically wipe them and their achievements away. I don't necessarily see it that way, but I get your perspective. Having someone in your crew to bounce ideas off of is one thing, but when reference tracks start popping up, we have a problem. The thing that I say about reference tracks is, what if we started leaking everybody's reference tracks and you heard other niggas? Like, don't think there's only one person in rap that's had this done. That's all I'm saying. I don't know who, but if you think Drake is the only nigga that got, I mean, we heard Kendrick Lamar reference track of rapping Kanye shit too. But Kanye is known for having writers. But everybody else is hiding them bitches in a goddamn safe somewhere. You giving Kendrick 2 days to drop. So what happens if Kendrick doesn't respond in 48 hours and he responds next Friday? You're not going to listen to it? Because I am. I hope I got a nice meal prepared before that bitch come out too, so I could listen to it on a full stomach with some goddamn good juice. I don't give a fuck when these niggas respond, because ultimately we got the rest of the year for all of this battle royale shit to play out. You said, so I'm right. You think he did take his style. You talking about the Fonte thing? Yeah, he admitted that Fonte was a big influence. This is why I don't be understanding. If I acknowledge that a person was an inspiration and influence to my style, why is it a knock against me when I exhibit that this person was an influence to me? And we only say this about a specific person. People in the comments saying that he got someone to write his response with no evidence. Real visuals. How many videos of mine have you seen? Before you make an assumption about me being a Drake stan, when I, from the beginning of this battle, said I am going for Kendrick Lamar, please tell me how many videos of mine you've seen. How the hell am I a Drake stan when I came out and said For All the Dogs is trash? But you wouldn't know that. Drake music is the easier listen. You can listen to it in way more settings than Kendrick's. I always wonder where Kendrick fans play To Pimp a Butterfly or Mr. Morale. I think that's a bit of a stretch, right? Especially when I see that you have Amine in your name and in your thumbnail thing. It's almost the same question. What are the settings that people are listening to Amine? I would argue probably the same settings where they're listening to Kendrick Lamar. Like, Drake's music is more radio friendly. If you're in a party or something, it's going to be more friendly for that setting. But Kendrick Lamar's music can be played in a home. It could be played in a library. It could be played in your car. It can be played at a lounge. It could be played at these DJ parties. Because you know these DJ parties be having open format or specific vibes. I think somebody like a K-Tronada, them Boiler Room niggas are much more likely to play Kendrick Lamar shit than Drake. So I think when you really evaluate this thing, everybody's got their niche. No, it's all good. It's all conversation. It's all good. I'm not offended by nothing anybody says. I'm very secure within myself. There's nothing nobody could ever say. I had an artist that was mad about a video I made, so they sent me a DM saying, "Stop making your trash ass music." I'm like, okay, thanks for listening. So, nah, it's all good. I have different expectations for different artists. I def will stop listening to lyrical artists if they turned out to have ghostwriters. Let's just be glad NDAs protect a lot of people. K-Jen says, Drake is a black man. I'm not a fan, but he has a black daddy. It just feels cosplay, like Megan said. Respectable. I get both sides of that. But you can't say that he's not black. I think that's the main conversation. Says there's a link. I don't know if it works. I'm not on any side. What link? We got link in the chat. Hold on. Because I've been looking for that link. I don't see it. Again, I think YouTube is just trying to protect from spam. Hell no, nah. If you get a nose job to look less black, then you a white boy. Ain't that the truth? Shit. Nah, we talked about race like 20 minutes ago. I'm not sure why everybody's re-upping that conversation. But that was like 20 minutes ago. Rosalinda says Kendrick's music goes super hard in the gym. Right. And the other question is, like, I think we categorize artists by their music, but each artist has a variety of different songs and moods throughout the course of an album. Some person might say, where are you going to listen to Mr. Morale? You could play N95 the same way you could play I Love When You Count Me Out. I Love When You Count Me Out. You could play that in anywhere where Drake music is played. It's not going to be universally known, because Drake makes music specifically for a specific ear. So everybody got their own shit. Miss Curiosity says, I'm ready for all the 20v1 smoke. I'm interested to see who's gonna drop next. That's really where my curiosity lies. Who's dropping next? We got Drake. We got Ross. I hate to say that Cole is somewhere, you know, sitting Indian style, I suppose. Who else is gonna come out with some shit? Drake jumps cultures to suit his needs. Nothing wrong with that. Do you support it though? I'll tell you what I support. When Drake raps, I listen to it. When Drake drops an album, I listen to it. If his album only has 5 songs that relate to me or that fit in my playlist, I take those 5. When that nigga wanna rap like he's Middle Eastern, I cut that shit off. When he wanna rap like he Jamaican, I cut that shit off. When he wanna rap like he British, I cut that shit off. But if we go throughout the duration of Drake's career and pick out all of our favorite songs with no bias, you still gonna have a stacked ass playlist. Do you think Jim Jones is going to come and protect Drake like he did against Pusha T? There's nothing Jim Jones can say to any of these artists. Pusha T was an artist that's kind of on his level as far as the hip hop conversation of, you know, the tiers of stardom. They're kind of on the same level. Jim Jones can't say shit to Kendrick Lamar. Jim Jones can't say shit to Rick Ross. Jim Jones can't say shit to Future. He can try. He could try to add some muscle to the conversation. Like, hey, if anybody fuck with Drake, you gonna have to go through me. That's gonna be the day we see Jim Jones get his ass laid out. But he could try that. All right, Marty McFly, I'll be on the lookout. Bet. I'm about to check IG. All right, I think this is you with the Vimeo link. I hope it is, because if it's somebody else with some bullshit, I'm block your ass. All right. So this says Out of Pocket N95 from 2020. Okay, so this is supposed to be an early version of the N95 that the reference track came out. I guess this is debunking that Kendrick Lamar already had the idea and already had those lyrics. So I'm gonna press play on this. Hopefully this ain't disguised as some other nigga that's finna start rapping, because I'm gonna cut that shit off so quick. Let's see what we got.
If all of the shame stops, all of the pain stops, oh, what a life it'll be. Standing outside, catching all of the vibes. Yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird ass jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fairy cake streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay 5-day stay, take it for the meal, hella final. Take off the false flag, take off the lace front, take off the shots with the mop ass, take off the contour, take off the contrast, take off the eyes with the contacts, take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care, take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real, take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag, take all that designer bullshit off, and what do you have? Bitch! You out of pocket, yeah, 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 you out of pocket.
All right, so that's basically N95. There was some different lyrics in that first verse. A couple of things did get changed. Aaliyah says she liked this beat. I like the beat. I don't like the marriage between the beat and the lyrics. I feel like that was damn near like an ASAP Rocky beat with Kendrick raps on it. I'm glad they changed that motherfucker, but shout out to Marty McFly for debunking So boom. What you mean AI ass shit? That wasn't AI. That was an older version of the song. I think it, man. We in a real rough space right now with this AI shit though, because now we got to question everything we hear and wonder like, is this real? Did this person really go in that bitch, or is this some shit some nigga did at his mom's house using voice filters? I don't like that shit. I'ma fuck around and make a Drake album my goddamn self and see if people notice the difference. Kenny Max says Drake is garbage. Sheesh. Nah, it's not AI though. That was a earlier version of the song from 2020. If y'all don't know, I don't know who's been leaking Kendrick Lamar shit, but there's a channel on YouTube that leaks out new Kendrick Lamar, well, I'll say new old Kendrick Lamar songs every day. I don't know where they getting these shits. I don't know who stole that nigga hard drive, but they're legit songs from his catalog that they just keep leaking every fucking day. I subscribe to the channel. So there's a lot of real shit that's just out there. So because it makes things confusing, you like that? That's the part that I don't like. I don't like the confusion of it because I want to hear authentic tracks from real live artists. I don't want to hear no computer shit. I'm not here for the computer love. I don't like that shit. Never seen this much. Where did all these ops come from? That versus got the world in a tizzy. I think a lot of people are on Kendrick's side though. You said, what's the upload date on that song? Let me go back to that. I just closed it out. Let me go back to it. Upload date. Whoever uploaded this was 2 months ago, but they say this is a 2020 version of the song. And it's clearly not on YouTube because they didn't want to get YouTube flagged. But again, there's a page on YouTube that's leaking out Kendrick Lamar's old music daily. You say I probably already wrote on Drake album? I'm glad you think so. Let's manifest it, because I'll be fucking honest with y'all. If I wrote on Drake shit, there's no way that I could have a poker face. I would be a fucking OVO. I would have an OVO hoodie on right now. If I wrote on Drake album, I would have a fucking OVO hoodie on. I'm gonna be all the way real. Nigga, if I wrote on that nigga shit, I probably wouldn't even have clearance to be live right now. If I'm being all the way honest. With the AI, you never know if it's the actual person on the screen, even if it is the real voice. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I seen some AI emulators that could literally reproduce my whole shit, look like me, sound like me. All I gotta do is give it a script and it could do my videos for me. I thought about it, but I didn't want to invest the money to do it. But I thought about that shit. Like they would take my studio, take my likeness and everything. And I was real. I'm not cool with signing over my likeness. I think that also contributed to it, but I considered it. to where I wouldn't have to be up here talking to y'all right now. I could have a fucking AI version of J Nolan doing this video while I fucking chill. I thought about it. Thank you, Ishika. I really appreciate it. Ishika, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly. I appreciate that. It was def entertaining watching people react to a very real Drake verse and them saying it was without a doubt an AI recording when it was. I knew off rip it wasn't AI, but it did have, I thought it was maybe like some tempo shit because there was a little bit of like a mechanical element to his voice on that first version that came out. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? But then like an hour or two later, the real version came out and it was perfectly clear. I'm trying to tell you, I would have an OVO hoodie on. I would have Drake Jordans. Y'all remember when that nigga had them Drake Jordans? I would have them bitches on under my desk. Y'all couldn't even see them right now. If I was in the motherfucking writing camp, shit. If I was in OVO, half the videos that I've made talking about Drake would be taken down because he has a lot of music that I don't like, to be honest. But he got a lot that I do fuck with. That nigga, he's shooting about 50%. Shit, man, sign me up for the sweatshop. Sign me the fuck up. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of the sweatshop, apparently DJ Akademiks, ain't this crazy how DJ Akademiks is getting like all the fucking exclusives? Like they treating Akademiks like fucking Funk Flex. He's out here breaking diss records. He unleashed both Drake and Rick Ross's records last night. DJ fucking Akademiks, bro. Ain't that some crazy shit? Oh yeah, I ain't doing no AI shit, but I thought about it though. Hell, fuck around and just do some voiceover shit and let the image take over. But I thought that was, I don't really care for Akademiks to be all the way honest, but I thought that was fucking monumental that he broke both of those records in real time yesterday and the rest of hip hop had to follow. That shit, as somebody who's streaming, as somebody who's talking about hip hop, as somebody who basically does something similar, although we come from different vantage points, the shit was very inspiring. Hell no, Kendrick ain't gonna do that. Kendrick is gonna monetize on his shit. His shit is gonna hit Spotify on a random ass day. Same way that nigga did with The Heart Part 5. We weren't expecting it. He just dropped that bitch on us one day. And that nigga was doing goddamn Nipsey Hussle, Kobe Bryant, Jussie Smollett. Took the industry by storm. But see, the thing about it, to say Drake and CB have 50-50 catalogs, I do agree with you on that part. To say they release way too much too fast, I disagree. Every artist, remember I said, every artist at a certain point becomes a corporation, right? Some corporations deal in the world of mystique. Some corporations put out much more product. Drake, like we said yesterday, that nigga didn't get $400 million from Universal to sit back and rest on his laurels. They paid him to get his ass back to work. That motherfucker said, hey man, I'm having stomach issues. I don't know if I got a goddamn tapeworm, stomach virus. I don't know if I got fucking indigestion, acid reflux. I'm taking a break. His ass was right back on the road like 2 months later. What happened to the break? Nigga, we paid you to get out on that motherfucking road. We need more money. So to say it's too much too fast, he got to get out that contract some kind of way. He got to work off his debt. He playing with house money. Far as Chris Brown, I think his ultimate goal is probably to become an independent artist at some point. Or he keeps re-upping on the deal. If he could drop 2-3 albums a year and he keeps re-upping and doing 3-4 album deals, and every 2 years he's getting a new contract from the label where they're giving him another advance, he gonna keep taking that shit. Because a lot of artists are not getting paid off royalties. So it's like, how many fucking advances can I get out of these bitches before my career is out? I think that's the game that Chris Brown is honestly playing, is drop as many albums as I can, keep getting new advances from the label. The music may suffer, but he still puts out quality records too. Hell nah. I'm finna plant the seed and DM him. Hey, I heard J Nolan write all your stuff. You could do that if you want. I'm pretty sure that nigga already know who I am, but I definitely ain't wrote none of his shit. These niggas be seeing these videos about him. We can definitely verify. I've had some very big people in the music industry. I only had back when I was only getting 200 views on my videos, I had people that was reaching out to me saying, I like what you said about my company. And I'm like, oh shit, thank you. Didn't know anybody was watching. Oh yeah, I could never take away from Akademiks' work. I mean, he was on stream for 8 hours yesterday. I could not imagine sitting on this motherfucker for 8 hours. I feel exhausted after shit. I'm damn near starting to feel exhausted now. We've been on for an hour. So you multiply that by 8. Woo, shit. We spoke about that. We spoke about how Eminem made him come to the studio and write his shit on the spot. We already talked about that, but I appreciate your contribution to the chat. Oh no. Crown by Kate. Oh no. When do y'all think Kendrick will respond? Hey man, no man shall know the time nor the day. If y'all know what I'm saying. No man shall know the time nor the day that Kendrick Duckworth Lamar will respond. Hell nah. I know radio stations like Hot 97, Power 105 probably felt the way that these artists bypassed and went to act. The dwindling relevance of radio as part of the culture. That's big facts. I'm sure, I know for a fact, goddamn Funk Flex busted a blood vessel yesterday. Not getting that exclusive from Drake or Ross. Come on, man. He made some calls. But that's where the game is at. Like, we got artists sending exclusives to act. We got artists sending music to Kai Cenat to get reactions. And then we got artists like Glorilla that get mad when a nigga gives an honest reaction. So we've definitely democratized the music release process. Because now seemingly average people that just have followings can now be a part of the industry. It could now be a part of the conversation. This shit would have never happened. Back in the days, I guess you could call us, if we were to take the streamers and take the music reacting channels and stuff like that, we would have been considered like pirate radio in the early 2000s. Nobody really fucked with pirate radio except underground artists. Yeah, he be drunk as shit. I guess that's what gets him through the day. But I don't even drink. I feel you. I feel you on that. If the super chats was coming in like that, I might sit my ass up on here for 8 hours. Get me a goddamn porta potty and everything behind the goddamn door. You right. By the end of the week, I mean, I would love to hear some new shit from Kendrick by the end of the week. I just don't feel like he's gonna move by our timeline. Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly agree with him in a lot of ways, but we can't take away what he's done and his impact. That is 100%, 1000% fact. And open up the lane for a lot of this shit. That's a big claim. We don't know I'm sure Kendrick is coming with another album, but we don't know when it's dropping. We don't know what his rollout is. We haven't seen no behind the scenes photos of like music video drops. You know, Kendrick, he typically gives you breadcrumbs to you know what I'm saying? Like, there were still shots. There was like behind the scenes video of that N95 video that came out like 2 years before the song came out. So it's going to be very interesting to see. That Griselda thing was also a publicity stunt, because behind the scenes, when Conway actually talked to Flex, he was like, bro, I was really trying to throw you a oop, because if you send me the joint, if you come up to the challenge and give me some new shit, I'ma play it. I'ma drop bombs on it. Like, this is an opportunity for you to show and prove out here. If you want to be in the conversation, you gotta drop your shit. You can't just say you the greatest or that you in the conversation and insert yourself. So I understood that situation. I don't think everybody got it in the beginning, but when he challenged Fab, what did Fab do? He put a song out that Flex could drop. And it was a whole series of artists. I sound what? Go ahead. Five, what I sound like? I want to ask a question off the subject. What did a lot of rappers think when Lamar did a collaboration with Taylor Swift? To be honest, when that song came out, you got to think about, this was what, 2016 or some shit? When did that fucking, or 18? What year did that song come out? Bad Blood, I think it was. Taylor Swift, Kendrick. "2015 is when the music video dropped. So at the time when Kendrick did that, that was a good look for him. A lot of rappers were not being invited by the pop stars to do collaborations. It was like Nicki Minaj did some shit with Katy Perry or some shit like that, but it wasn't too many crossovers on that level. So nobody listened to it. I'll tell you that. None of Kendrick's fans gave a fuck about the song, but it was an excellent look. Is it a true democratization, or are we simply replacing old gatekeepers with new ones? I wouldn't say that we're replacing old gatekeepers with new ones. I mean, I guess from one perspective, I'll put it to you like this. Every smaller creator is always going to feel like gatekeepers are keeping you out, right? But if you stay consistent and you stay unique and you do something, you provide something that nobody else can fulfill, one day you're probably going to see yourself rise and become a gatekeeper within your own ecosystem, right? You get popular enough on YouTube, you get 50,000 subscribers, you're now a gatekeeper to a certain demographic of people that fuck with you the long way. And you're going to have people that come under you that look up to you and say, hey, can we do a collab on your channel? Hey, man, if you do a live podcast, can I be a guest? I want to come on your show. You're going to get artists that say, hey, man, can you react to my music on your channel? And all of those people are subject to get a big ass no in return. And if you tell them no, what are they going to say? Ah, bro, these fucking gatekeepers don't want to see me win. Nobody appointed you as a gatekeeper, but now people's perception of you has changed. So that's what I think is happening. Because I don't, in the grand scheme of things, do I think DJ Akademiks is all that important? No. Do I think Kai Cenat is all that important? No. But to their audience, they're everything. He used Henny as a mouthwash? That nigga said, fuck the Listerine. Give me fucking Hennessy. Give me Cardi B's sister for mouthwash. No fucking doubt. Yeah, I seen people talking about Uzi voguing at Coachella. I mean, Uzi is extremely smart. You know what I'm saying? He knows that the narrative is that he looks suspect. Rather than fight the allegations, he leans into it to make himself look even more suspect because it keeps him in the headlines. That's another business plan for the corporations out here. Some corporations in this music shit care about quality. There's others that just care about being talked about. It's a lot of different things that drive these people. I mean, I heard that, but there's also, if I'm not mistaken, some reference tracks of Keem saying some of the shit on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers too. So I don't know what the fuck going on. It's almost like they writing for each other at this point. Absolutely. We're not gonna take that away. I'm not educated enough to go into non-binary, cause yeah, I'll just say that. Since the whole Pusha thing, I'm sure Drake is more careful about who knows what about him. So yeah, I think he planted the story about the nose. You think Drake planted the story about the nose? I saw some actual LGBT people come out and say that they didn't like that these rebrands neither because they're using them for support and people are now overlooking their questionable past with these abuse allegations. So I have seen some of that as well, but that's actually a pretty good call because I've seen some other people clocking it as well. What's interesting to me about Coachella is before the niggas got there, and I use that term loosely, Coachella wasn't shit anyway when it comes to people like who's in this chat. What year did Coachella start? Coachella traces back their origins to 1993. Right? They went away for some time. They came back in 2002. I didn't know what the fuck Coachella was till like 2013 when the niggas started getting invited. So I don't give a fuck what happens to him, honestly. Big shout, hold on. Big shout out to Sonya. She says, thanks so much for keeping us entertained. You owe me cash for burning out my inhaler, laughing at you, and SUV and lemon pepper wings. Hold on. Oh yeah, Akbar V used to be an SUV. That is a big fact. But we got to play this one good time for Sonya. She always supports the channel. She always support what we be doing over here at Inside the Industry. Let's run it one good time. Let's get it.
Ooh, yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Hey, ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Ooh, yeah. Well, I say throw it in my wallet. Ooh, yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Ooh, yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Ooh, yeah. Well, I say throw it in my wallet.
One of these days, I'm going to perform that fucking song for y'all, the whole version of it. Shout out to Miss Sonya for the super chat. We greatly appreciate you. Oh, we got a first-time insider in here. Miss Shelley, I appreciate it. Welcome to the crew. We salute you for joining. Hopefully, you'll hit that subscribe. Aaliyah says, I love Tyler, so I'll check it out. I got off Twitter, so that could be the reason why I didn't hear much about it. Hey, I don't give a fuck what they doing over there. What I say about Uzi is shout out to JT for being supportive of whatever his decision is. You know what I mean? Whatever Uzi's decision is, JT is being very supportive. And I'll leave it at that. Ross said Drake leaked his records. Would be a genius move to leak the bait in his own beef. It'll help weed out the snakes in his camp as well. Black is a term that is specific to African Americans. Hey, what's going on, fam? I ain't even recognize your name at first. What's happening, man? So let's just go off of that term. Right? So if we cross the border and go to Canada, they don't call people black in Canada. Just right there. Yeah, call you black. I don't know about that. Will I do a video on YB and Finesse? Honestly, I'm not going to do a video on YB and Finesse because, you know, somebody asked me the question one time. They said, hey, man, you're talking about all this stuff. Do you ever skip things that you don't care about? And I said, man, everything that I talk about, I care about. YB and Finesse, I don't care about them. I couldn't even tell you an NBA YoungBoy song. When it come to Finesse 2 times, that song is cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I thought that was Moneybagg Yo for like 3 months. Somebody had to tell me, no, that's Finesse 2 times. The nigga with the rabbit patch in the back of his shit. I said, oh, wow. What's Cairo saying? Whoa, big shout out to Costanza. Lotto is my go-to song for work. Hey, big shout out to Miss Costanza, Angelica. We greatly appreciate it over here. And I gotta say, for those of y'all that actually have been listening to my music outside of the confines of this stream, y'all are definitely the real MVPs, because I try not to force my music, but I try to weave it in creatively to where it doesn't take over the conversation or things that are going on. So the fact that y'all are curious enough to go listen to my shit outside of this, I greatly appreciate it. What's the name of the song you play at the end? We tried to buy it and I couldn't find the name on Spotify. The song is called Let's Get It. The song that I play at the end of all my videos is called Let's Get It by J Nolan. It's available on Spotify. It's available on iTunes, Apple Music, all that good stuff. We have two rappers, Tyler and Doja, headlining Coachella, and the culture doesn't care. That's kind of crazy. I get people aren't feeling Doja lately, but how we gonna play Tyler like that? Like I said, I think the reason why Coachella interest is dwindling down is because they inserted themselves and allowed us to come over there, but they're not actually of our culture, just to be 1,000% real. It's just like South by Southwest, right? Excuse me. South by Southwest started way before rappers were invited to South by Southwest. It was an indie alternative festival for bands. At some point, somebody in the boardroom said, let's let the niggas come out here, right? And they opened the floodgates and they gave us 10 years of their time where we just took it over. South by Southwest, I don't know what the switch was when the pandemic came, when they canceled that first year. The shit was over. It was dead. Niggas stopped going back. They still have it, but the influence in the culture is dead. I think they're both in the same boat. Karen says, we black up here too. Okay, so we actually got somebody from Canada in the chat that can confirm black people are also called black in Canada. They did that with Lady Gaga until people started listening to her music. Okay, I must have missed something on that part, so I got to catch up with what Lala's talking about. Not the FBA. Does Tyler, the Creator, have a predominantly non-black fan base? I would assume so. Keep in mind, Tyler, the Creator, became a popular artist. The whole Odd Future became popular through alternative measures. They were kind of like the anti-rap rappers, right? The traditional music industry, the traditional black publications weren't covering them. That was one of their big campaigns. As you know what I'm saying? So they said, fuck them. So I believe that Tyler's fan base is probably, I would estimate at least 60, and that's being lenient. I would even maybe say 60 to 70% non-black. Much love and respect, Max, but we just had somebody from Canada say we're black in Canada. So that was the main thing. Now, if you go to Brazil, they might not call you black, but I think a lot of people kind of have become familiar with what black is. So I'd be like, oh, he's black. There's the black man. So I don't know. I understand African American. Hold on, we got 2 super chats that I did not see. Big shout out to Queen. Metro just dropped. Whoa. Y'all, that ain't real. Are you serious? That ain't real, right? That ain't real. But shout out to you. What else did I miss? Oh, Sonya came back. Hold on. Sonya came back. She doubled up. Thank you so much. She says, please pass this on to your beautiful wife. I gotta check Jami out. The streets say she is fire. Oh, yeah. Oh, so I guess I'll go ahead and just take this time For those of y'all that may know, my fiance, soon to be wife, Jami, that's me. She is actually a great inspiration as to why I am on YouTube talking to y'all right now. She came to this space before I did. I had a YouTube channel for years, but was only uploading music videos. She was posting commentary about different things going on in the culture, more so in the reality TV realm and stuff like that. But as I saw her grow, as I saw her life change and evolve, I said, man, let me bring my musical background, my perspective of the industry, my perspective of what goes on behind the scenes, talk to people about that here. She supported me. Here we are today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you brought her up, and I got to give her all the credit for being a supportive partner, because I wouldn't be on here today if she had not encouraged me. You say 90-10 on Tyler? You might be right. I said I was being lenient. Even in South America, you know, I learned that in Spanish class, but I had never been over there. So I can't really speak from experience, but I thought the same thing. Rick Ross gonna roast Drake. He already been roasting Drake, but is it gonna hold up if Drake drops another song and he starts unloading the chopper on Ross? I don't know. The joke, how far are the jokes gonna extend before some real shit start getting exposed? You said give her a concert on Let's Get It. Miss Noel, yeah, fire. Man, y'all making me feel good with all this positive affirmations and stuff, man. Y'all warming my heart and shit, man. Got my legal hustle lighting up. Big facts. We do like concerts more than festivals. The festivals, by the way, you know, inclement weather, that also can contribute to people's lack of interest. Like, damn, every last couple times I went, it been some weird ass rain, sandstorm. Like, man, I ain't going back to that shit. Fire. You say this can't go from Kendrick to Ross. It gotta stay on target. What you mean? What you mean, bro? I want to know. You saying that Drake can't divert his focus from Kendrick to Ross? I say Drake can focus on everybody. That nigga dissed 10 niggas yesterday. Effectively at that, if I might add. As a matter of fact, she is. So make sure that y'all tune in every Thursday for the Ooh Ladies First, especially for the ladies in here. If y'all don't already tune into that every Thursday night, make sure y'all tune in, all right? Yeah, niggas in the mosh pit's been a little bit hectic. Been a little hectic in that bitch. I low-key could perform goddamn Lotto. I could, but niggas start getting mad and shit. Bro, I ain't come here for that. Coachella always seemed a little musty. You know, there definitely was a little bit of a connotation about that. Niggas be going out there and be on the funky side of life. But I never went. I never had an interest in going. I never felt like that was a place that I was supposed to go. Not on some segregation shit, but just on some, never appealed to me like that. Almost like, what's that festival that used to come out here to Atlanta, man? Netherworld or some shit. You know, like, man, y'all got that. BBL Drizzy. Oh man. Dang. Jami is my favorite YouTube commentator. I only trust you because so she Metro Boomin in this situation. If Jami don't trust me, you gonna shoot me. Wow. Nola says I need okay. I'll play that motherfucker, man. Hold on. Where's my Let's Get It instrumental at? Cause y'all not gonna threaten me with a good time. Hold on. Hold on, man. Y'all trying to threaten me with a good time? Hey. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. King of my city in cul-de-sac, coming out swinging like Soldier Rat, leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit on my almanac, had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, and just single the mile. We finna do more to survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler, the flood at the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight at the sewer. We come when you rest. Nigga be looking perplexed, I'm keeping my foot on they neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. For drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no condom. Packing a stick with a drummer. My bag won't fumble. How the K too far to be humble. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. I got 'em, get checked, no problem. Motivate like Wallow, chick gon' follow. Only chase my dollar. Front page my column, nigga they watching. Just send me in Cabo. We connect, that's tribal. Head on the Bible, lifestyle that die for. Live a dream, no eye close, put 'em on game. Running my stats, hopping a beast and send for flat. Flash show, no cap on the way to old Nat. Old sick, getting money in the bit throwback, that's us. Can't trust nigga that rap, that's us. Rick Flair drip, nigga peek my strut. Kirk those shit, got drink in my cup. Thick chick women try to be piped up like wait. I be on bitch shit, y'all be on fish sticks, time and they glisten. Very expensive, try to get this, gotta spend your pension. One make it don't stop, no show. Turn the lights off, I'm still gon' glow. Thought I might quit, y'all nigga too slow. Southside nigga, we don't rain no hole. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. Hey, new day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. Now at the end of the day, no matter what you throw at me, man, we always gonna bounce back, man. We done got money, lost money, but it's always gonna come right back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I told y'all, you can't threaten me with a good time. I get right in my mode. I'm a trained professional, okay? I am a trained professional. I don't try to force that on y'all. But we don't play that. All right? Now let me get back to these comments. Oh. That was fun. That was fun. Very impromptu. Big shout out to Queen. Big shout out to Queen. Said we lit on the inside. Insiders, yeah. Yo. Big shout out to y'all. Y'all encouraged me to do that. I was trying to stay with the chat. Yeah, we're going to do this more often, too. I'm going to do an actual dedicated show for y'all at some point and put it together and just have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? But that was just a little free sample. At the end of the day gonna end. Yeah, just like Glorilla said. Oh man, y'all dope. Y'all fun. Y'all are a good time, man. I appreciate it. Big facts, it's Nolan. Oh wow. You talking about doing Fallout? Oh, Drake jumps. Hold on. Who requested Fallout? No mail? That's crazy. Oh yeah, you did get the Southside Nolan album, didn't you? All right. Here's what I do. If y'all want to see me do Fallout, which is another song, if it's enough people in the chat, I do it. Tyler said do Legal Hustle. Now we got people fighting over which song. Oh man, do a concert and pay for access. I would love to do that. You just gave me hey, again. I will set it up. Sonya, wow, thank you, Sonya. You are amazing. Thanks for rocking out. That's my jam. I had the name wrong. Wow. Wow, hold on. Let me make sure I got Fallout on this laptop, because I got most of my music on the other laptop that's next to me that y'all don't see. Fuck it. Y'all about to turn this into a whole nother thing. Y'all finna turn this into a whole nother thing, man. Yeah. It seems I've been missing from the scene, but I'm always coming right back. In the city, just a couple niggas with me, cause I know I gotta watch my back. And I'ma be the realest when the dog falls out, and I'ma still be standing when the sky fall out. They say it's gang gang till it's time to roll out, but when them things bang, where them niggas at now? Real nigga for life. They thought I disconnected from my essence, huh? Rocking shades but never blocking my blessings, Come from a place where it's jerky like fatal fury. The hardest fight that you face is a jury. We never worried, nigga. Ain't seen a match, but violence coming, we grown for it. Gun smoking Newports, death is nothing new to us. True gore, blue toys, shooting at your coupe door. Niggas catch a body, then rap about it on TuneCore. That's why I'm distant in my DMs. Rappers trying to be friends, but I don't think the meat sin. I've been on some business building LinkedIn, sitting and chill like in stores. Won't even touch your fucking track without an invoice. Develop habits to elevate in my brackets. I notice most of my peers, they get comfortable being stagnant over 10 years, trying to plant my feet in the ground. But now the taste of victory is about as sweet as it sound. Yeah. It seems I've been missing from the scene, but I'm always coming right back. In the city, just a couple niggas with me, cause I know I gotta watch my back. And I'ma be the realest when the dog falls out, and I'ma still be standing when the sky fall out. They say it's gang gang till it's time to roll out, but when them things bang, where them niggas at now? Yeah, I had niggas turn their back cause I ain't blow up quick. KJ said, Drake, call him. Drake, hit my fucking line, bruh. I get you right. You need a disc record, I got you in 24 hours if the price is right. And have my OVO hoodie too, goddamn. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat, because I done diverted my attention. I see all this fire in here. Y'all, man. Y'all are amazing. All right, bet. So yeah, that's the quick little sample. For those of y'all that actually want a dedicated show, we will be putting that together. I see the demand is there, so we'll put that together. I ain't gonna play with it. Shout out to Rich Block, appreciate it. Cole need to, wow, hold on. Cole need to call you for his redemption track. This for the gangsters and the grannies. Oh my God. Hey, whichever one of you niggas needs some help, man, I got you. We do this. Oh, we're not gonna do Legal Hustle today. We'll say that for the show. Once I do 3, that's getting a little bit too, you know what I mean? People got to pay me to come out the house to do three songs. I don't want y'all to have to pay today. Like, we'll do a whole show and y'all can do that. And I know Kendrick catalog, man. I would have tears rolling down my fucking face dissing Kendrick, man. I'd be feeling just like J. Cole. But I would never say that on a track. Man, big shout out to Crown by K. She said J Nolan, the only person who could give us a show within a show. Inside the industry, inside. It's the only place you're gonna get this, baby. These other streamers, these other commentators, man, they not finna get on the mic and actually do that for y'all. And then get right back to the show. Yeah. Merch is actually dropping very soon. Inside the industry merch is coming probably before the show. I've actually been working on that part. Oh, wow. Shout out to Costanza. She came back in. Re-up, man. I'm going to need to make some time to listen to your whole discography. That was fire. Hey, I just say turn on Southside Nolan, the album. You already like Let's Get It. You already like Lotto. Lotto is not on Southside Nolan, but Lotto was actually the song that inspired a lot of Southside Nolan. I made a song called Lana Shit. Then Lotto... and it encouraged me to be like, let me stay in this vibe. So check out Southside Nolan. Wow. Tell her that. Jami be singing, but she don't take it serious. She don't really want to sing. I told her she has a nice voice, but she say, nah, I don't really, So I'm like, all right, do you? You need to go ahead and just make it an event that we can pull up and put some other folks who bring in heat and don't have to spotlight on them from the merch and Eventbrite. Y'all are giving me a lot of ideas, and I'm going to act on all of them. So the first thing we're going to do is put together like a little J Nolan mini concert. I have other artists that I could reach out to. I've been doing shows. I've been actually, before getting on here, before pandemic, all that type of shit, I used to coordinate shows with other artists. I used to book out venues and stuff like that, and put on shows and events. So I'm pretty experienced in all of these things. But of course, what this YouTube stuff is doing is actually introducing me to an entirely new audience, you know. So eventually, I would love to come to y'all's cities and put on an experience, you know what I'm saying? But that's going to take finding out where everybody's located, making sure we got enough people in each location to where it's feasible, to where we're not booking out a space and only got 2 people there. But all of these things are in the pipeline. It's just about continuing to build to make sure that it's worth the while. You get what I'm saying? Big shout out to Sarah B. Wow. She put it. Wow. No Cole slander will be tolerated. This was fire. You know, I ain't got nothing against Cole. Cole, my nigga. Wow. Sarah B came through. Big shout out for that. Between Sonya and Sarah B and Costanza. Man, who else put in today? Let me go to the Queen came through. Crown by K, no Mel came through. Queen came through twice. Y'all, wow. Y'all showing out. Y'all showing out, man. Come to Houston, I would love to. Come to NYC, I would love to. Oakland, I got family in the Bay. I would absolutely love to. Yasmin come through. Wow. I just bought your album on iTunes, but you deserve to be paid for this performance too. Man, thank you so much. Yasmin, shout out. Sheesh. Detroit. I'm making note of all of y'all, by the way. I'm making note of everything y'all saying in this chat. You say I gotta go hard with Lotto for Sarah for the 50. Wow. She did drop 50 in this bit, man. Hold on. hold on, because this is actually one of my favorite songs to perform, and we might not be able to do it, y'all. My baby calling me. I might actually need to get the fuck off live. My baby calling me. We gonna have to end this, but we gonna definitely get this popping for you. Link my Cash App. My Cash App is right on the screen. Let me take Yasmin off the screen. It's Real J Nolan. Shout out to Yasmin, by the way. Right when I was finna put the headphones on, my baby called. So, you know, y'all know how it go, man. I'm soon to be married. So, them phone calls mean, what's good? I've been on this bed for 2 hours. So, because the thing is, if I do Lotto and I don't do Legal Hustle, I'm gonna be letting 2 people down. And Lori Vice in here? Oh, sheesh. Hey, yo. And Lori Vice, this is actually one of the artists that I've done shows with here in Atlanta. I came up with a series called Untitled, and he was one of the artists that we booked. Super dope artist, super dope writer out here in Atlanta. So this is living proof that we do this out here. "30 seconds. Brian Kidd. Wow, we got a fucking all-star cast in here. Brian Kidd is in the chat, my guy. If y'all don't know, Brian Kidd is out here mixing and mastering for some of y'all favorite artists. Niggas' songs be sounding like straight trash compactors. Brian Kidd put that bitch in his shit. Turn your song into a glistening ball of sunshine. I had no idea. Drop the wedding registry, man. Y'all giving me so much shit that I was not thinking about. We gonna do that too. Wow, the support is overwhelming. Shout out, man. I'm telling you, turn your trash compactor ass audio into fucking gleaming balls of sunshine. Man, we definitely gonna put that show together though for y'all. Like, I didn't know the demand was like hitting like that, but we gonna make that shit happen. Thank y'all. I'll probably be back. Y'all know I'm on here every day anyway, but I will be back for more. Something for the baby too, if nobody said it already. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sonny. Let me hop off. I may hop back on later, but let me go ahead and see what she needs. So, much love and respect. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to like and share the video so that others that weren't in the chat today can run it back and see it. I appreciate everybody. If you've subscribed throughout this stream, I greatly appreciate it. Become an insider if you have not already. Go ahead and join the squad. Become an insider inside the industry. We here daily giving y'all content. I don't go live every day, but I post content at least typically 2 to 3 videos a day. If not, I'll go live, especially with all these beefs and all these diss tracks coming out. I'm deciding to go live and have like real conversations with y'all so I can see what the people are saying. But again, much love and respect. I will catch y'all in a little bit. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day till then. All right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.